But guess what? It's time for new releases. This means we're just
This is my favorite part of the
step
show.
away from my favorite part of the show, our final round. But here we go. Dude, actually, I slipped this in here. Selfish Ernie. Doctor Who Flux came out, started on Halloween. You heard me.
How dare!
Wow.
How dare!
Change it, you know? Doctor Who Flux. It's a 6-part miniseries. It's all featuring the latest version of the Doctor, and it's awesome so far. The first episode, the Halloween Apocalypse, came out. Second one aired last week. It's fantastic. There's a character. His name is Carvanista. He looks just like my 8-pound dog. It's fantastic. I love it. Chewbacca meets Doctor Who, and that's just one character of all these other big bads in Doctor Who. If you haven't, watch it. You don't need to know anything about the show other than it takes place in time and space. Enjoy. But moving right
I'm gonna
along.
watch it. Well, you said I don't
so
need to know anything about the show.
You don't need to know shit. All you need
I've
to
never
know is
watched any
there's a
Doctor.
person
I
named
know
the
nothing about Doctor Who.
which is why they go Doctor Who, because it doesn't have another name. It's just the Doctor, and then they have a companion, and they fly around in time and space. And the shit's it's basically like if you
Right. No, I know the
premise?
general ideas,
Yeah.
but I've seen literally none of it.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Watch the
fantastic.
David Tennant Doctor Who. That is the best Doctor Who.
That's what I've
I
heard.
can't get past the effects.
My favorite
Oh,
episode
yeah.
was the first one I
You
saw.
kind of sign it. That's what you kind of sign up
Yeah,
for, though.
you definitely sign up
The
for the
shock.
cheese, and it's the lower budget. But the episode I first watched was The Girl in the Fireplace. I had no idea what I was watching, and long story short, it takes place in the year 3000, but also in the year 1800, and it made no fucking sense. There's a horse on a spaceship, not a
So-
whore, a horse.
Oh,
There are
It's a
horrors
space-
on
well, never
space
mind. I don't want to watch
western.
it.
I mean,
It's
I don't
just
know what their
Firefly.
personal lives are, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, good stuff, good times. But this big one, obviously, that's a good one. It is definitely a good one. Thank you, the Sharps tack, sharp
Nope.
as a
The
Nope.
tack is
tack.
sharp.
What? Yes, it's not
Yeah,
Firefly, but
Doctor
okay.
Who is not
Listen.
Firefly.
I know that.
Hashtag facts.
Firefly is.
Oh.
That's a
Now-
shot
the
at Justin
sharpest-
because I heard him say it's just Firefly, and I was like, I
yeah,
love
shots
Firefly.
fired.
Yeah, no, the sharpest tag is my partner Tori, who's right there.
What up? Shout out, called out.
Hi, Tori.
Um,
The next
I'm on
one
a
is
delay.
Dune. For those that don't know or
Did
just watched the
anybody
movie,
fucking
didn't read the
watch
book,
this?
Yes.
I know nothing
Yes.
about Dune. I know that there's sandworms and there's spice, and that's it.
How come
Uh,
nobody watches what I want to watch?
The basic,
I watched it.
The
We're-
basic
we're
plot
2 out of 2.
synopsis is Paul Atreides is a brilliant and gifted young man born into a great destiny beyond his understanding. He must travel to the most dangerous planet in the universe to ensure the future of his family and his people as malevolent forces explode into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, aka spice. Only those who can conquer their own fear will survive. It's awesome. The book, definitely, you're going to need a thesaurus. You're going to have like a whiteboard with a bunch of like yarn strings to connect who's who and what group is what. But-
Charlie Day.
exactly. You're
little
gonna need
crazy.
Pepe Sylvia. I'll get him. I keep
Pepe
getting all these
Sylvia.
things for Pepe,
I got
Pepe Sylvia. Pepe
boxes of
Sylvia.
Pepe.
Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia. I go to HR, go to
That
Carol, say, hey,
episode is
Carol,
amazing.
Carol.
God, I need to watch that episode again. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Doom, pow, pow. Chicka, chicka, chicka.
I forgot all about the Carol thing.
But that's exactly how the book
Holy
reads.
shit.
People are
Okay.
like, my favorite TikTok book, like a clip was like some people are trying to like just show the words, like, Jesus Christ, I can't even think of the names now. The Bene Gesserit would be a great name of
Right.
something, and it's just like, but it's like people, the voiceover is like, "Arbor-de-dipper-dack, and then people are like, what are you saying?
Forgant.
What are you?
Forgananans.
It took me 6 hours of listening to the first book because I'm reading the books right now
Oh.
to be able to firmly understand the words Kwisatz Haderach. And I was
Dude.
like, what are they saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But listen,
It's
This movie-
it's those sci-fi words, man.
this movie
That's
Let's
what
add
it is.
apostrophes everywhere. Sci-fi.
has so many beautiful people in it. Jason Momoa, hot.
Mhm.
Josh Brolin, hot. Oscar Isaac, literally the
All hot.
hottest.
What is it about the desert that just?
Dude,
Sandy Beards all day.
Sandy Beards.
I'm so mad that
That was
I
my
literally
Sandy
went to trim
Beards was
my
my
beard,
nickname in high school.
and I was shaking out my little trimmer and like the adjustable guard. I didn't hear it ratchet all the way down to the bottom. I went one swipe up, and it sounded like a weed whacker. And I was just like, no. Completely half
Is
mustache gone, half
Ernie,
my
is that what
chin.
your weed whacker sounds like?
Yeah, it just sounds like like rogue farts. Like once you can't hold it in, but
Okay.
you like people know you're like, oh, we didn't want that out, and just right up my face. I went into the nursery, took one look at Michelle, and she was just like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine." And just turned right back around. And
Does
just
your
went to trim
child
the
still
rest of it.
recognize you?
Oh yeah, from here up, I gotta get real close.
Does your phone still recognize you?
It didn't. 3 days. 3 days. 3 days. Face
Wow.
ID refused to work. I had to put another
Oh
face
my
in. She's
God.
like, all right. I was like,
This is
"F
why I
you."
use Android.
The word.
Oh,
Oh yeah, this
man.
is the reason. That's the one reason. Because you don't want to
No, there's a
accidentally
lot
trim
of
your
them.
beard.
So Dom, what do
we're
you like
getting
about Dune? Yeah, thank you.
I want to talk to somebody about this fucking movie because nobody's
He's
seen
been
it.
so patient. Sorry, Dom. I digress.
Let's talk about
This,
Sandy Beards and shit.
so I thought this movie was beautiful. This is like my favorite movie of the year thus far.
Yep.
I thought the movie was beautifully shot. I thought the score was incredible. Hans Zimmer is a fucking master mind behind movie scores. I thought, like I said, I'm only halfway through the first book now for the first time reading it. I thought, and I'm at the point where the movie ends in the book. And I started the book because I was like, I watched the movie and I was like, I got to know how the rest of this goes. I thought Timothée Chalamet is a great Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
But I will say, fucking Oscar Isaac stole the show.
Oh,
me
really?
Oh yeah.
As Duke Leto. He is like, he's got this charisma behind him and like just this regalness. And it could be the fact that his beard is magnificent and he's got the salt and pepper in the
Salt
hair.
and pepper, ooh,
Like
baby.
it's just he kills it. And then like the others, like the Harkonnens, which is the bad guys of the thing with Peter.
They did a great job of the Harkonnen. Oh my god.
Stellan Skarsgård,
Oh,
David
yeah.
Dastmalchian.
In that fat suit, I mean, I know it's a suit. He pointed out in an interview that he was trying to emulate Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now.
Right, yeah.
Straight up shot for shot when he's like grabbing his face and he's all sweaty and bald. When he's coming out of that mud water, is just like Apocalypse Now. And
So good.
even to your point, Hans Zimmer, that music when the Harkonnen army is getting ready, that that inverse kind of dubstep gurgle that was happening, and of course the guy, the polka dot man, as the guy with no
the
eyes.
guy is in everything right now.
That's the only thing I could see him
Fan-flipping-tastic.
as.
He's so good, and then of course
It
you
used
got
to be
Drax the
from
Destroyer.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Right.
He's in like the Flash like 3 times. He's in the Arrowverse as like multiple characters. He is the multiverse.
Who is this?
David Dastmalchian. He's
That's
the
it.
polka dot man in the new
Suicide
Suicide
Squad?
Squad.
He
was also in the Dark
a
Knight.
shit ton
He
of
was
things.
also in. He's in fucking everything.
Oh,
And he is really
He's everywhere.
great in the movie.
That is great.
Like he's my
So, like,
Easter egg. If I see him, I'm like, I'm watching this movie.
To your point about Paul Atreides, Timothée Chalamet, I was worried he was going to be like episode 4 Luke Skywalker, squeaky and kind of like, I've got something to prove. But he actually does a very good job of being
okay.
like I really thought he was going to be like, man, this is going to be another coming of age 14-year-old inherits all of this power and it's one big prepubescent power trip, but he does carry a lot of charisma and a lot of the same regalness because he is the younger brother or son of
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac's character. And I was within the first 15 minutes, like his scene with Rebecca Ferguson's character, his mother, Lady Jessica, was like, all right, I'm in because it was very much, this movie was like, I'm not going to read or watch or hype anything. This is a movie that you go in. And I've seen the David Lynch Dune, and my God, is it so goofy.
You
gotta watch.
It's an experience.
Yeah,
it's an experience.
It's so long. So many
They also tried to fit the whole book in the movie.
Right.
Oh,
So like you lose a whole bunch of but
Can we talk about? Sorry to interrupt, but can we talk
go
about
ahead.
how the studio kind of withheld the second movie hostage based on? Here's two things. They said part 2 is may or may not happen, and we'll just have to see what the box office says.
Isn't that
But
shit?
at the end of you roll credits and you see Dune continued in part 2, and I'm like, okay.
The opening title says Dune Part
Yeah,
1.
yeah,
And
okay,
I was
opening
like,
one.
and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so they didn't even wait for the box. It was the next day where they were like, Dune
Right.
Part
Yeah,
2 is
yeah,
greenlit.
Yeah, none of their
Here's
marketing
the-
had part 1 though. That was definitely like a move. Like,
yeah.
Right.
we're gonna we can swap this out. It's a file change. It's literally a file change.
You know
on
what
the
this
server.
feels like?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This feels like Final Fantasy VII Remake.
It does. How much? What are we buying? Are we buying one of a 4-parter? Are we buying one of a 2-parter? I don't even know.
We don't even know. They don't even know.
Yeah. How much can we
It's-
squeeze out? Is this a Harry Potter
Harry
the last
Potter.
book? Harry Potter part 2 or
Yeah.
Listen.
To your point about
Harry
Timothy
Potter?
Chalamet, I had seen Timothy Chalamet in 2 things up into this movie. One was that SNL skit with
16
Pete
months.
Davidson where he was a rapper.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
no,
know about
okay.
that.
Yes, that one,
I
Ernie.
didn't know about that.
That one. And
So
then
good.
I saw him in
Call Me
it
by
was a
Another Name
Netflix
with Armie
movie
Hammer?
where he played King Richard.
Oh yeah, he was. Great in that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
He was fucking great in that.
Great
I
in
was
that.
like,
Yeah. Huh.
and the cheekbones. That man's got cheekbones for
Solid
days.
cheeks.
And he's
Exposed.
already set up to
Yep.
play. He's been cast to play a young Willy Wonka in the upcoming origin story of Willy
Yep.
Wonka.
Yeah.
Looks
Yep.
amazing.
That's going to be interesting.
The clothing is straight up identical. Thank God, nothing to do with Johnny Depp or Tim Burton. It's just his clothing. The cane is everything to do with
Gene Wilder.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's spot on. It's like he never changed clothes. Awesome. Fucking awesome. The colors are richer.
I
because
can't wait
obviously
for
the
part
favorite
2 of
time.
this movie,
So
though.
good. So fun.
I am hyped, and I really want to rewatch Dune on big screen IMAX. Like I want to go to like I saw this. We did like a beach getaway in like Airbnb, and they had a TV and they had HBO Max. I was like, oh, let's watch this because I don't have a TV that works. I don't have HBO Max. And now's the time. And immediately I was like, fuck, I wish I was watching this on in a movie theater because I can instantly tell this is a movie.
I didn't watch in a movie. I didn't watch this, Tenet, or Interstellar in a movie theater.
Oh my
and
God,
I'm like,
Interstellar.
and I watched it on my TV at home, which is a nice TV, but I'm just like, fuck. I wish I would have saw it on
40 feet,
IMAX.
baby. You know what I mean? It's
I know.
Yeah.
The last IMAX movie I saw was The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't have any idea what the last IMAX. Oh no. The last IMAX movie I saw was, I think, the second part of the Fantastic Beasts.
Oh,
okay.
you know what? That's true. I saw that in IMAX too.
I think that's what it was.
I think mine was the last Hobbit film
Maybe?
at 48 frames
don't
per
know.
second. Best 3D experience I've ever had. Oh my God. Those
I
frames
wanted to
matter.
watch all the Hobbit movies at
Those
48
matter.
frames, but
It
I
was so good.
yeah.
Those are the only 3D movies I've ever watched that didn't make me want to vomit immediately. Like
Yep. It's that
sure.
48.
so good. It matters.
I don't think I've ever. I'd have to experience because I hate 3D in theaters with like the glasses,
Mhm.
but
It's the
I don't
clipping,
think I've
man. It's the
ever.
clipping.
Yeah.
And don't look up Rule 43
Yeah, 48 is
online.
real smooth.
It's definitely 48 frames per second, not 43. You're going to find
Yeah.
a lot of different things. You look up Rule 43 online.
Oh gosh. I saw
34.
the first
Yeah,
time I
it's
saw.
34 by the way.
Oh, why'd you have to
Yeah.
correct me? That makes you a suspect. Can I see your
I'm
browser
sure if
history?
you Google Rule 43, there's even worse stuff. Just
Probably.
because of the
It's
rule.
just the inverse. It's like people are just. A
I
different
saw
dominant in the
Dark
same
Knight.
scene.
I saw Dark Knight for the first time in IMAX, but the only chairs that were available were up front in the very front row
Yep.
to the left. So I had to watch a ginormous Christian Bale
That's
in
not terrible.
this like entirely stretched,
Could be worse.
skewed perspective. I mean,
That's
yeah,
how
it could be worse.
when Tori and I went to see Parasite, we saw it at the
Ah.
little teeny like art theater at
Oh, right.
the Bow Tie, and we were front row, and so it was just like
Yeah, just
the whole time.
At least
And
it was
like,
Parasite,
and it's
not
subtitled.
Human Centipede at that size. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying? That's a different movie.
but it's Korean, and so it's subtitles. So if I'm reading the subtitles, I can't see anything in the rest of the screen.
You're watching titles left to right,
that
left, right, left,
sucks.
right.
Yeah, it
my
was.
neck would have
It was a
been
great
jacked up.
movie, but the second time around was way better because I was just watching it like on our TV.
Unfortunate.
All right, we're going to be split on
All
this
right.
next topic, unfortunately, but I think it's good because we already talked about it a little bit. I'm going to throw up the spoiler flag just in case. Hopefully, we don't spoil anything because obviously we're split. However, The Eternals dropped on the 5th of November, just last week.
Looks amazing. I can't
I
wait to see it.
enjoyed it. For me personally,
Same.
it fell a little flat.
You watched it?
I did. It fell flat. And what I mean by that is the pacing was wonky. The story is there. The moving the story forward as far as the MCU is there. But I don't know. It just with an ensemble cast, they're supposed to be, friends for thousands of years. Spoiler alert. That's why they're eternal. It's like there wasn't enough strong emotion in any direction. I think whenever I think thousands of years, I think the reason nobody hangs out anymore is because there was such a problem. Now they don't talk. Like Dracula isn't BFS with Frankenstein for a reason or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there should have been more contrast, but at the same time, it was a good enough story. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah. And then,
if if there's
become really indifferent over thousands of years, you've seen everything.
Yeah, you can become really indifferent to somebody over 3 years.
True.
Doesn't take long. What I mean? Familiarity breeds
to
contempt.
Ernie in the last 30 seconds when he shit on this movie.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but at the same time, I'm not in a hurry to rewatch it. I'll rewatch Dune 15 more times before I rewatch Eternals. Is all I'm saying.
So not having seen it yet. Eternals,
that was
visually absolutely stunning. Looks so incredible.
Of course.
Casting wise, really excited to see that level of diversity. First deaf superhero played by a deaf actress in all of Marvel. That's incredible. That movie, I've seen multiple tweets, multiple articles of that movie making people want to go out and learn sign language. That's fantastic.
The first gay superhero played by Brian Tyree Henry as Phastos. Also groundbreaking in the MCU.
Yeah. This is really great stuff. Yeah. I hope that I enjoy the movie. I probably will. I'm pretty, I don't want to say easy to please when it comes to movies, but I watch movies to have fun. I don't watch movies to be super critical of them unless they're just plainly shit.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're 22 episodes in on the show. 21 episodes have been really nice and awesome on everything. I've decided at 22 episodes, I'm gonna start trying to pepper in a critical take on something.
Kid gloves are off.
Yeah, well, I didn't say for everything. I just had to pick.
Ernie, I think
one topic.
I think the list of computer parts that you're getting from Dom is dwindling.
I'm just telling
Let me tell you something right now.
Where'd that monitor go? Where'd that hard
drive? Okay. Windows can F it in the B for all I care. And that's coming from somebody with 3 of those holes.
Which
you know
one? Yeah,
exactly.
Which one though?
These 3 right here.
Okay.
However, I would love to hear Dom's opinion because I would love to be swayed by new information because I'm an adult. I can hear new facts and I can make another decision from those facts. And he's like, fuck you.
Balls in your court.
Yeah.
Sell me on this right now.
Ping pong, baby. Let's
I love this movie. This is the movie that I've been most excited for.
You're wrong. Let's mute Dom.
Since phase 3.
Banned.
Finished with Endgame. When we were getting Eternals. I didn't know anything about Eternals. I read Neil Gaiman's run on Eternals, which is very similar to what the story of this one is. Okay. I thought the ensemble cast was exceptional. I think that the people that stole the show were the actress who played Makari, which is the deaf speedster, and then Druig, who is Barry Keoghan. Their chemistry on screen was amazing. And Druig is my least favorite character in the comic book. Like he is just this massive asshole in the comic
he's
book.
a dickhead. Yeah,
He's a huge dickhead in the comic book, and he in the movie there's so much depth to him. This movie is not to me. What made this movie a Marvel movie were the 2 end credit scenes. I mean, because that's really the only 2 things that really tied into it and started building off of the building to something great. And I won't talk about either of the end
I got the
credit
banner
scenes
up.
for the sake of
You guys can earmuffs it.
well, I don't want to spoil it for Justin.
I'm on the fence, like on whether I want to hear it.
I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to do that because I think that they're both poignant. The first one is really cool for world building, and the second one is even more cool. On that side, I thought that Richard Madden as Icarus played Icarus just like the comic book. Icarus is that loyal soldier who's kind of loyal to a fault. I thought that the gender bending, because Makari in the comic books is a guy. Ajak in the comic books is
also
a guy.
a dude, yeah.
And I thought that Salma Hayek was great as that leader. And Gemma Chan as Cersei. Yeah. She was exceptional. They even got Sprite to where Sprite felt much like Sprite does in the comic books.
Is that the kid, like the younger
kid
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a beautiful movie.
Don Lee playing Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh and Thena. So that was Angelina Jolie is Thena, and I can't remember the actor who's played Gilgamesh, but
Don Lee.
Their chemistry again. So it was. This movie was really panned as the love story of Icarus and Cersei, and that kind of they were the poster childs for it because it's Richard Madden and he's literally beautiful.
King of the North.
And gorgeous. Gemma Chan is beautiful, but the other relationships, Fastos and his husband, and Thena and Gilgamesh and Makari and Druid. The movie, I thought the pacing in the third act was it felt a little rushed.
That's what
I think
killed it for me, man. It's the climax.
The third act. Visually, I love the movie. I love the beginning and kind of the back and forth of being how the Eternals affected mankind. The thing that really kind of makes me think about the movie as a whole, and you hear it in the trailer, Kit Harington, who plays Dane Whitman, and his role. For those of you who don't know, Dane Whitman is a character in the Marvel comic books universe that is much bigger than his role that's portrayed in the movie. But he asked Cersei right off the bat, "Why didn't you help with Thanos?" And her answer is, "We were instructed not to interfere with anything that wasn't a deviant." Well, in the comic books, Thanos is an Eternal with the deviant gene. So like. There's some weird stuff going on here, and there's a lot of world building in this movie that I think goes over a lot of people's heads and is a lot of if it's not going to hit for a lot of people. That's why if you look at the review score, it's the worst rated movie. And I would say that to put this below Thor: The Dark World is a fucking crime because Thor: The Dark World is awful.
Everybody hates that movie, and I actually really enjoyed it.
I had Christopher Eccleston. I definitely enjoyed him as the dark elf. It was great.
Well, listen, I mean, anybody who likes Doctor Who,
Doctor
they're
Number
just.
9.
I don't trust any of their opinions because who would like fucking Doctor Who?
Oh, shut your face!
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the longest running sci-fi show in history.
Does Eternals answer that question? No spoilers.
No.
They don't. Okay.
Oh wait, what question?
The question: why didn't they did they go any deeper into the fact that comic book Thanos was half deviant, half
they don't even
allude or not half?
Not really.
Okay.
They don't allude to it. But watch it. and then come talk to me because I'd like to talk to you about it.
He's over
I
here.
want to talk to
opinion.
everybody.
He's
about
like,
this movie.
next episode, please.
Yeah.
23. Let's
Did-
go.
Did you already try to talk with Ernie and he just kind of shut you down?
I didn't know
Like,
Ernie
you
saw
know.
the movie because last time I spoke
okay.
to Ernie, which
Just
was 3 days
spoiler
ago,
alerts.
he didn't see the movie.
I definitely, I was trying to hold on, but I was so excited. I was like, Dom's gonna say it's great. I need to get this out. I need to level set. I don't want to be. I wanted to do the old sandwich where you end on a high note versus like me.
If
coming in
Ernie
and just
watches
smooshing
Shang-Chi
shit at the
tomorrow
end.
and he says anything but that this movie is incredible,
I've watched it.
I've
watched it.
you didn't like it.
I loved Shang-Chi.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm
I'm just making sure.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
say.
we're gonna get.
I will
I-
say
yeah.
to where you live.
When two characters are talking to another set of characters in the bar, and then a fifth character walks in and they say, "I need to talk to you," and then they go somewhere else with that fifth character, and then afterwards they're like, "Okay, this is the situation," and all of a sudden he's like, "Okay, go home, get some rest," and then all of a sudden they're like, "We could do that," or something else takes place. I was like, "This is why I love this movie." Because this is
I like how you're dancing around. You've got me
Yeah.
intrigued.
Watch the movie tomorrow.
Yeah, my point is,
Yeah,
like, if you are anybody our age, you're gonna respect the way Shang-Chi behaves as a person, not like superhero guy. You're just like, yeah, it's literally how anybody on our shoes would behave. You wouldn't be called to action. You'd be like, I'm gonna do this.
So it's funny. My original slot to be on this show was the week that Shang-Chi came out. And I was like, oh, I've got to see it before I go on the show. And now,
Tomorrow.
2 months later,
Eternals
it
came
comes
out.
on. Yeah. Yeah, Eternals came out, and I was like, fuck, I'm not going to be able to see it before I go. But yeah, I'm going to watch both for
At least
sure.
it's IMAX tomorrow and 4K. I mean, shoot, you actually might get it in like an hour or 2 hours. You know how Disney
true.
likes
I
to
mean,
drop shit early.
the real thing is that like I just don't leave the house ever. So I went to the theaters once in the last 2 years, and that was to go see Promare again.
Nice.
Wait,
Secret
see,
to success.
we could make a trip to the best unknown movie theater, West Tower, which has
West
zero
Tower is the
people.
best tower.
It has 0 people, but it also has 30-year-old speakers that crackle. So
And the stickiest of floors.
it's also maybe just not the best.
Oh, it's
Stickiest of
definitely
armrests and chairs.
it's abandoned for a reason.
Listen,
Yes, but so is
But
the
you
Northern
three.
Theater.
True.
I will rent out a damn AMC IMAX theater. So
I
we can
heard it's
watch
actually
these
not that
goddamn
expensive.
movies.
I heard because it's like
not.
every other
It's like
set of seats.
$120.
Yeah, I heard
Huh.
it's like it's like
To
a
rent it out,
$150
and I'll rent it out. I'll make sure that there's wipes and all that stuff.
Bro, I will
don't
bring
care.
in
But I'm tired
Korean
of
barbecue.
watching
We can eat and
movies.
just fucking crush.
Oh man,
Could you
Korean
imagine?
barbecue and Eternals would be dope.
It'd be so good. Dom,
Sean's like,
we
yeah.
invite you to Central Virginia. The four of us will form up like Voltron into one giant lion robot, and we will crush.
I only live an hour and a half from y'all.
God,
Like,
that
I'm
idea is
saying,
going to
let's
live
go.
rent free in my mind until
Could
we
you
do
imagine?
it.
Could you imagine?
Are you kidding me? Should do it for Spider-Man.
I'll have all the mac and cheese. Let's go.
If only Dom was here
Vegan,
for
'cause I
it.
can't have dairy.
All right, we're gonna hear it for Spider-Man. Who is Dom?
There's
Is he
no way
coming?
home because I can't poop my pants in the car. I gotta poop in the theater.
Okay.
Speaking of
Harder
pooping
They
your
Fall.
pants.
The Harder They Fall looks amazing.
Yes, Justin, you
Yes.
could lead this topic. I want you to. Yes,
Do it.
let's go. Let's go.
It looks great. It's diverse cast. I don't know that much about it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, what is Where Do
Um,
They Fall?
The Harder They Fall is a Netflix film that just came out. I'll read the synopsis real quick. When an outlaw discovers his enemy is being released from prison, he reunites his gang to seek revenge in this Western. It is predominantly a black cast, a bunch of huge names. You've already got King the Conqueror and Jonathan Majors. You've got Idris Elba. You got Zazie Beetz, Regina King, Delroy Lindo. The list goes on. There's so many famous faces. You'll spend probably more brain power going, what the fuck have I seen them in? Before you actually remember there's an awesome storyline going on. I'm an hour into this and pissed off that we had to do the show because I couldn't finish it. Like, there's so many good actors. And then you start like
It
breaking
looks
down.
so good.
They were in that movie together. They were in that movie together. And that's why there's this, and it's fast paced and the music pops, man. The music is not Western folksy. It's fucking, it hits right. It hits all the right layers you want to hear, especially when, like, again, I'm only an hour in, especially in like big climactic moments. And we're just like, that one little like, I just put my balls on the table. I say balls because I'm a man. I'm not going to speak about the other genitalia. I don't have them. I can't. I'm woke AF, bro. So, but my point is, when they had that one liner and people go, oh, fuck, and then the beat drops, you're like, yes, I'm so fucking jazzed right now. Let's go.
It hits different.
It does.
I think is the term.
It does.
You don't have to put
massive call out to Chadwick Aaron Boseman. The train even in the trailer says C.A. Boseman on the side. His name's right on there. Nice little shout out.
Hell yeah.
Forever.
Nice. Hell yeah.
It's dope.
Man. And it's very it's like, and what's it where it feels out of time? It's not a period piece. It's like contemporary music on top of a Western plot. I love that. That's or like it depends on the execution, but I also love Zazie Beetz and Jonathan Majors.
I love Lakeith Stanfield so much. Yes. He's so good.
Damon Wayans Jr.
Damon Wayans Jr. also incredible.
So good. I will say my favorite thing thus far, besides the little nods to all these different things, is just how fast everything is. Like if you're not paying attention and there's a different accent, you miss it. You're gonna miss like just a little zinger here and there, and you're like, okay, I should have been paying attention. Back it up. Like if you had a couple of cocktails, wait till tomorrow because you're gonna be like, I fucking missed that. It was probably funny.
I'm gonna do a line of Coke.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's good though. It's definitely good. Shit's great. But next up, a season I'm thinking some people will look forward to. I definitely was. At the same time, if it didn't happen, I'd be fine.
Was this what you were talking about, Justin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just making sure.
So
yes, here we go.
Dexter was a phenomenal show until the last season.
Game of Thrones?
because they yeah.
Talk about the lumberjack scene in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lumberjack scene, but also like the 2 or 3 episodes before that. You can't take Deb. You can't take his sister and give her. She had this whole like weird, like police chase scene with this like Minotaur labyrinth situation, and ended up super fucked up about it in the hospital. And they were like, "Oh, she's gonna be fine," and I was like, "Cool, okay, good. They're not just gonna like kill her off." And then the next episode, they're like, "Oh no, she's brain dead." And so it was just like, really, you're gonna
Like
Sorry,
they made
they
that
put the
decision
banner up. They
last
put the banner up.
yeah, put the
Spoiler.
banner up. But like this is the way that
This
this
is
happens.
so old. I don't see why.
And
I
then and then all there's like the new wife and the son, and they go down to like Argentina or somewhere, and then you see Dexter at the end as the lumberjack, and I was like, okay, this is not great, but I'll take it. And then I heard that Dexter was coming, or that there was going to be a Dexter spinoff, and I was like, if they do a spinoff about the wife and Dexter's son starting to get that dark passenger down in Argentina, that would be fucking dope, because she was also a serial killer.
True.
And her having to then take Dexter's role and try to deal with that, and like how she would raise him and either cultivate it or try and get him away from the dark passenger. That would be an incredible show. But instead, it's just fucking Dexter again.
Yes.
It's not
And
New
it's-
Blood.
But
It's
in the
not New
snow.
Blood. It's
It's
the same
in the
blood.
snow.
It's just dumb. I don't. Nope. I'm all right.
Did you read the books, Justin?
No, I didn't read the books.
I'm with you about. So in the books, and the books are older than the TV show.
So I'm taking the spoiler.
Rita's
banner off.
kids,
Mm-hmm.
after Rita's death,
Mm-hmm.
exhibit the same kind of tendencies that Dexter did as a kid,
The
and
dark
developed
passenger.
their own dark passenger.
Mm-hmm.
And Dexter mentors them
Oh,
as,
okay. So
as
they
they turn into him.
so
Ah.
literally
really cool.
the storyline that I wanted in Argentina.
Yeah, so that's
Like,
also
it makes perfect sense to take that path as a spinoff. I don't know why they're doing this.
I watched this episode and I was
Yes.
like, it was okay. Like it was okay. Like to me, it was okay. I'm interested to see what they do with it. It seems to me that, you know, he was very out of character for most of this episode. It was very out of Dexter's character, which was cool to see.
Yeah.
Also, Michael C. Hall as an Age the fucking Day.
He's got to be.
Yeah.
He's got to be a
Jennifer
vampire.
Carpenter. They both look the exact same as they did when Dexter came on. You know,
Yeah, coming
over a
from
decade
you,
ago.
Dominic, I definitely have wedding photos where you look identical to you do now. Just like you pick one hair to make grayer every other day. You're like, nobody's gonna know. I'm just gonna keep winding one hair.
A little bit of hair now, you can go back in time.
Yeah, seriously. But to your point, yeah, he doesn't age. But I think I spent most of this episode waiting for the internal monologue. Like, you know how, like, whenever Dexter's doing something, he's always just his brooding internal monologue is like basically the narrator.
You have the
of everything
spoiler
he's
thing
doing.
up right now, right?
Everything's a
throw it
spoiler.
up.
Everything's a
I think we're
spoiler.
we should just talk about it real quick.
So again, it's not spoiling necessarily, but at the same time, for a long part of the episode, I was waiting for the internal monologue. And that's my favorite.
When that
part,
shit
period.
flipped-
My favorite part. Yeah.
When that flipped, I was like, yeah,
Game
cool.
on.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. When he says hello, Dexter Morgan, I was like, I'm in.
Yes.
I am back into this.
Now that we just said things. We said his name. We said when he flips, and we said that there is maybe sometimes and maybe no times when there's no internal monologue. That's about as
Yeah.
I
The
think
show's
as
name's
least
Dexter.
Spoiler we can get. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
If we were like, I love when he said "new blood," like, you know what I mean. Like that would be just as spoilery as this title here. But I'm definitely looking forward to other episodes for sure.
Does the series deserve a rewatch before watching this? Because
Maybe
I
the first
loved
season?
season 1 through 4.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna watch
love
it just
season
for
1 through
surprise
3.
motherfuckers. Like, that's
Just
it.
watch up until Rita's death.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise.
Just watch
Yeah.
up until at the end of season 4.
So I liked. Yeah, seasons 1 through 4 are amazing. Season 4 is obviously the best season.
Yeah.
Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But so there was a lot of stuff that happened in season 5 that I thought was really good.
Yeah.
Thematically, because you introduce Lumen, you introduce Dexter like actually really struggling to help someone, not just say, "Oh, I'm better off by myself."
Right.
And really form a bond with someone, probably like pretty much for the first time, that sort of bond, and then Lumen at the end of everything be like, "This isn't for me, bye," and Dexter have to like go
Feel
through
abandoned again. Yeah.
go through that growth and then the like recession of that, and really work out some complicated feelings there. I thought it was really good for his growth as a character. And then in season 6 was the old man, right? What's his name from
Jonathan
Battlestar
Lithgow?
Galactica?
No. Oh, you're
No,
right.
that
No,
was
that was
season
season 4.
Yeah, season 4. Zodiac Killer.
Oh, who was the season 6 was the guy from Battlestar Galactica, and the younger guy.
Yeah, you're right.
Who were like the killers. That season was incredible because the twist, I never saw it coming. And I if you don't know it, I won't say it. The twist is incredible.
I don't know it. I might rewatch Dexter just to get caught up on this. So
yeah, and then the end of season 6 really takes you directly into the final season, because the very last scene in season 6 is another huge turning point.
So it sounds like it's just the last 3 episodes of Dexter.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Oh yeah, season 1 through 4, great. 5, really interesting stuff. 6, loved it, and it really led into 7. I'm like, all right, so yeah, I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, the way they wrap things up was just, I don't think, the right call for those characters.
Yeah.
I will say one of the spoilers that was online, not necessarily spoilers, it's on IMDb. So if you went and looked at this synopsis that I'm about to read, supposedly Jonathan Lithgow will return, obviously for a reason or whatever. But
Okay,
also
interesting.
Clancy Brown is going to be in this season. Clancy Brown.
Yeah. The Kurgan.
Yes, the voice of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. You might be more familiar with.
Okay.
Clancy Brown is the voice of Mr. Krabs?
I'm
Yeah,
100%
that
positive that's who it
blows-
is, right?
That blows minds. when you
No
think-
way.
Clancy Brown. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm right. That's who that is. Yep, nailed it.
He does a lot of
Mr.
voice acting.
Krabs. Yeah, that's him. It's crazy. It's so bizarre. He's so scary looking. That's right. The original villain in Highlander is the voice of Mr. Krabs. But I'm excited to see where this goes. The premise for this season, before moving on, is 10 years after faking his death, spoiler alert, Dexter Morgan has moved to the fictional small town of Iron Lake, New York, hiding his identity under the name of Jim Lindsay. I've still got the spoiler flag up just in case somebody's trying to go in blind, aka a local shopkeeper. He has developed a relationship with Angela Bishop, the town's chief of police, and has suppressed his serial killing urges. A string of incidents around Iron Lake causes Dexter to fear that the dark passenger within him will reveal itself. So, fucking
Jim Lindsay's the author of the books, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's
point.
good. That's
I love
dope.
that. It's like in
That's
Supernatural, the show where they named that the older guy who was a friend of their dad's, the Winchester's dad's, Bobby Singer, after the co-creator Robert Singer. Fantastic. Show. So good. So
There's a whole bunch of little ties in Supernatural like that.
I love that. The minute you
so
stop
good.
taking yourself serious, you got my heart all day long. Let's go.
The minute you make an episode about the characters going to a convention about them
and nobody
in
believes
that
they're
world,
them.
it's amazing.
Everybody's
yeah,
got
no
that
one believes
car.
it.
Yeah, I even love the episode
God,
where they
what
went to
an
the
episode.
other dimension where they were the actors and they played the actors selves.
Yeah, where
and
they
were just
played the
complete
actors.
Assholes.
The French Mistake. That's
Yeah,
what
or
that
like
episode's
their
called.
spouses in real life are actually actors or actresses from the show that played villains, and they were like, "Ruby, you're alive," and it's like, "No, this is my wife." Like,
This is when it's
like, what?
he did marry the first Ruby actress.
It's fantastic.
It's
I
so
digress.
good.